state's taken over so many of
It became charter,
schools.
yeah. So that's kind of what happens when they go downhill. But the company that took it over is really amazing, and they have a really strong discipline team there.
Oh, really?
And they have really a lot of hands-on work that they do with the kids. Like they've got a security staff for every grade on every floor, usually 2 to 3 people, and the security guards monitor every classroom over video, and they go into the classrooms and they take responsibility for the discipline as much as the teachers do. So they'll just randomly walk in and out, and they'll say, hey, you know, I've seen you, and I'm watching, and I saw what you just did, and you don't even have to call them. They'll be there. And then the administrators, they have instructional coordinators there that monitor every student's academic progress and give them a lot more individual attention.
Are they privately owned?
It's a private company. It's called Sabus that owns them, but it's a public charter school, and I don't know how that works out, but I know that's how it works, yeah. And they're all over the world.
Are they government funded?
Uh-huh. They do have a contract with the state that pays them, you know, to run the school, so I don't know how exactly they work that out, you know, but...
I come from the Hawkins schools. We don't have those.
Oh, yeah. I have never been out there.
We have real good scores and grades, and we've got so many kids from the base, like my daughter is one of the kids that comes from the base, and so therefore each child is granted $800 automatically.
Oh, really?
They put them into the school. Each get the tax credit based on the school, which makes us really, really funded. Yeah, which helps us to hire the best of all teachers.
And Bossier schools are a lot better than Caddo.
And it helps us to,
I don't know why Caddo doesn't do stuff like that. I guess they just don't qualify for it.
Yeah, well, we have, we don't have books.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter takes a little memory card to school, and you put yours in and do your work on the computer and then take it out.
Oh, that saves a lot of trouble, doesn't it?
And then you can do it at home and, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we are well funded.
Yeah, people have been telling me to go try to work in Bossier, and I've never worked in Bossier schools, but,
And they are totally different.
I talked to a teacher there. She said, if you've worked in Caddo for 6 years, you can handle Bossier.
Yeah. And they just don't take nothing from the kids, too. They do not take the crap that Caddo has.
Yeah.
I mean, even with our police officers and stuff, they'll shoot you and ask questions later.
Yeah.
Report, nobody stands behind these things. They don't have a chance.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different world when you cross that river.
Really. I was born in Bossier, but I've lived in Shreveport most of my life, so, But I was born out there, so,
In fact, I'll tell these kids, come over to Bossier. Oh, no, we don't go to Bossier. They don't play over there.
That's what my uncle said. He had gone to prison for some firearms or something, and he said, I never drive in Bossier.
Yeah,
you commit a crime on one corner, they arrest you in the next corner, is what he said.
They just don't play.
Yeah.
So it's totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell the difference in running the Bossier stores and then coming over into the Shreveport and running.
Oh, really? Well, you think you got something over there I could do?
Airline. I don't know if they have a sign up or not, but you can stop by there and check with her.
Okay,
Her
I'm glad to.
Sandra.
Okay.
And like I say, that's pretty. She said that it's a good store and fast, and she may have something that'll
Okay.
be good for you.
Okay. Well, I'll wait to hear from you then. I guess you can't do anything else. I'll pass the background check. Right?
Yeah, I've got to do that first.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cat? How you doing, Cat? Oh, that was a warning. If I come to work here, I'm going to be bullied, and they just don't know any better. And when things go wrong, it just gives them the opportunity to learn from her. I've heard those same excuses. These are teachable moments. They don't know what they're saying or doing. They don't know how to talk to people the right way. There was another girl that filled out an application there, and she was already filling out her W-4. And she just told me that it'll take 2 days for her to do the background check. So a lot of times what they do is they'll hire you, and then they'll run their background check. You know. People keep telling me and thinking that I work in Bossier. I've never worked in the Bossier school system. And I guess there must be a teacher that looks like me out there somewhere. That's all I can figure. Because I sure have never worked in Bossier. I went to a week-long workshop at the school board office in Bossier about 3 years ago. But it was a bus driver training. But I did all 5 days of the workshop, and it was very informative because we didn't just study bus driving. We had a lot of really strong information provided from the Louisiana Department of Education, Department of Transportation representatives taught the class, and covered a lot of different legal issues and situations and stuff like that. It was very informative. I was very impressed. Really enjoyed that class. The reason I didn't finish it was because I got to the point where we had to do the pre-trip, which is a pre-trip inspection, and there were women who just got up and walked out. It's where, there's like 200 or 300 engine parts. At least 200, and you have to go through and name them all. And then you practice with a bus driver in a parking lot to learn how to drive a bus. And I guess I probably would have been okay if I'd have done the pre-trip. I audio taped it. And they had DVDs that you could come get from the office that everybody was supposed to just sort of share. I don't know anything about engines and stuff like that. And there were women who, after we went through the pre-trip inspection and what we had to learn for, they just left the class. They said, oh, no way. Ain't happening. And I could have learned it, but I was busy subbing in Caddo, and I didn't do it. Now I wish I'd done it because that was a chunk of my time. And they said, anybody who took the class, as soon as they passed their pre-trip and could pass their driving test with the Department of Transportation in Bossier, then they would be given, you have to go to the DMV and get a CDL, so you have to take their test. They gave us a book for that, and you have to pass the driving test. So I wigged out on it. I guess I didn't have the confidence for learning all those engine parts. I would have learned driving. I probably would have learned. I'm a good driver, so I would have learned driving the bus pretty easy. I'm a good driver, so that kind of stuff, is easy for me to pick up. Now I could kick myself in the ass because then I'd have had a CDL and I'd be a bus driver. So I could call them back and do it.